So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast, where the month break is finally over.
Praise be.
It's race week. Unfortunately, it's race week for Miami, but it's race week. Here we go. Before we
We'll
get
take anything
into...
at this point, I think.
Yeah, true. Before we get into Miami, big news this week, as Formula One confirmed the Turkish Grand Prix is to return from 2027. Absolute cinema.
What a W. This was out of nowhere. F1 dropped a little teaser on their Instagram saying, like, we've got news, and then a little Turkish flag. And then they didn't even give us time to, like, digest that properly, because 12 minutes later, they were like, oh, yeah, by the way, we've signed a 5-year deal with Turkey, so we're going back to Istanbul.
Yeah.
What do you mean you gave us 12 minutes notice? You might as well have just dropped the fucking news. Like,
To be
come
fair,
on.
I actually think that would have been even better if they just out of
dropped
the
it.
blue, because no one was even talking about it.
No, I'd heard
Like,
no rumors of anything. Like, I'd heard more rumors of Jeddah being rescheduled to the start of December than I had about a Turkish Grand Prix resurgence. What? I'm
yeah,
so happy for the news though. This is great.
yeah,
Istanbul is a great circuit.
it is. It's great to have it back in the calendar. It was good to have it there in 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
And it's even better to have it back now.
Can't
Full
wait
time.
for Let's Play. How many times will they mention the quadruple apex left-hander of turn 8? Honestly though, slight deviation of questioning here. If that track was designed today and launched today, what are the odds on that actually just being given 4 different corner numbers?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, you look at circuits like Miami, right, that we're going to this week. Some of these corners are not corners. Like, you look at when they re-updated the Austrian Grand Prix map, and turn 2 is the ever so slight change of direction up the hill. Brother, that's not a corner.
No.
That's just a curve in the... If that is a corner, the start-finish straight at Monaco is a corner. As is the start-finish straight at Brazil.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, I'm so glad that it is just one corner, because it just makes it feel a bit more special. But yeah, it's just something that, like, occurred to me of, like, looking at other track maps and other quote unquote corners. Nowadays, that would just be 8, 9, 10, and 11, wouldn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back, Istanbul. Home of Lewis Hamilton's 7th World Championship, and most importantly, Lance Stroll's pole position.
Yes.
Most importantly,
This what
it was
been
home
waiting for this.
It was home of not only Lance Stroll's pole position, but it was home to get the members of the public on the track to try and rubber in the circuit a bit more.
Yeah.
When have we ever seen that anywhere else in Formula One except a newly resurfaced Istanbul Park?
So
that was
have
iconic.
we just we confirmed that Turkey is the track for the people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Turkey will be with us now until 2031. And obviously, if it cooks, it might get an extension.
Honestly, with the other announcements of other circuits that have been coming back to the calendar in recent years, then I'm actually quite surprised it got 5. Think about I can't think what the last one we got was. Portimao sticks out in my mind of, we're going back to Portugal, and it's for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, is it worth coming back for that long, sort of thing?
To be fair, Zandvoort, we went back to Zandvoort. I was hyped up, and we got, what, 4 years there?
4 or 5, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's been since 2020.
It's not been a huge amount of time at Zandvoort.
Was it 2021 that it started because that was like, oh my god, Max Verstappen's winning, let's have a Dutch Grand Prix.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that was it. I feel like it probably says on the website, doesn't
It
it?
got an extension, didn't it?
Yeah, it got a 1-year extension.
Yeah, it wasn't a massive one. They just stuck around for an extra year. Netherlands. Oh, never mind. It says first Grand Prix is 1952. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
It used to hold Grand Prix. I was kind of hoping it would say. There we go. Okay, yes. It had a 36-year hiatus. It was originally meant to come back in 2020, but COVID pushed it back a year to 2021.
Yeah.
There we go. So, yeah, we raced from I think it was every year from 1952 to 1985. It was announced in 2019 that it was come back in 2020, but pandemic meant actually 2021, which was interesting considering we had in 2020 we did mostly the European, and that is
I think
very
it
much
wasn't
Europe.
ready
Potentially, yeah,
because they were doing a lot of refurbs. I don't think it was ready.
because they couldn't get all the builders in.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha. With you. Yes, everywhere else was already pre-built.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they wanted to reprofile the corners, wasn't it?
Because we only went to permanent circuits that year as well. There wasn't a
There
single
were,
street race, I
yeah,
don't
no,
think.
and it was a banger.
Mm.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah, run it again. This news did make us look at contract lengths for
Yes.
many circuits. First surprise, having looked at it in more detail, Vegas's contract expires next year.
I thought it was on a 10-year deal.
Probably not.
So I want to go back and find the article where they announced Vegas, because I feel like the article that announced it said we're going to Vegas for 10 years. We definitely saw that article with Miami, and
Yes.
then Miami got an extension, which it didn't need, because
No.
10 years is still far away. This is only what, the third Miami Grand Prix? So they'd have had another 7 after this, and they've got an extension already. Like, bro,
And
chill out.
The problem is, it's utter wank.
That is also an issue.
So yeah, Miami is around until 2041. Austria, now I'm pleased about this, has a contract of the same length. It's due up in 2041. Next after that is Australia in 2037, which I seem to remember talk of them potentially moving Australia recently, but
what, to
not.
Adelaide?
Yeah.
I think it was more they wanted to bring Adelaide back, but why? Melbourne's great.
Yeah.
It does what it needs to do.
Bahrain is 2036.
This is one of the ones that I wanted to pose the question of we saw it with COVID, with contract extensions due to missed races, with Bahrain and Saudi Arabia currently being the only 2 this year being cancelled thus far. Would they get an extra one locked on the end to compensate for that? I mean, it makes logical sense, right? You've signed a contract to do X many races, and I mean, okay, I guess the contract is probably you've signed to do races on these years.
Yes, I believe the contract is over years rather than races.
But equally, we've also seen it with China, where they got extensions because of races they couldn't host.
Yeah,
So,
because of COVID. Yeah.
I feel like this does sort of fall under the overarching force majeure. Which I feel like would be a good faith extension of the contract to just go, you couldn't do it this year. You just want to do another one in a year's time.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense, right?
2035.
Yeah.
Can we do it for Bahrain, but just not for Saudi? Can we just...
I don't think either of them are
been
going.
Horrendous.
Yeah, but like, it's coming at the expense of other circuits that I'd rather go to, you know?
Yeah, but we're not getting to like 2036 and they're announcing that like Hockenheim's taken over Jeddah.
No, I mean
It's never gonna happen.
Jeddah's contract is 2030 is its last current
Yeah, I was going to
race.
say we'll come to that. It's further down the list.
Yeah, that's way down the list.
So it's 2035 for Monaco, the Mad Ring, and the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Canada.
The fact that the Mad Ring has such a contract already is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, we've not been there yet.
It is a 10-year contract.
Then it's 2034 for Silverstone and Kota.
I don't mind either of those. That's good.
No, yeah.
Kota's a great circuit. It's got a lot of similar elements to Silverstone in a lot of ways. I like both. All power to
It's 2032 for Lusail and the Hungaro Ring.
I find Qatar is an interesting run, right? Because when Qatar was announced, it was like, oh, it's going to be a Doha street circuit. And then that news just fell flat. Nobody's spoken about it in years. It's like the ultimate hush-hush of Formula One is this Doha street circuit. Like, I feel like somebody has mentioned it in like a press briefing and they've just been quietly taken out back and shot. Because, like, it is just Lusail.
No one talks about it. Yeah.
No, it's the biggest question mark I have over the last 5 years worth of announcements of Formula One is we were supposed to be going to Doha Street Circuit. Don't get me wrong, I like permanent circuits and I want it to be a permanent circuit. But this is a MotoGP circuit. Can we have our own, please? One designed for cars.
Also, 2032 is the expiry of the rotating contract for the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. 2031 gives us Monza and, as we mentioned, Istanbul, but also the alternating contract for Spa-Francorchamps.
Yeah, so we get
Formula One, extend that now.
Yes, we get the alternating. So it's odd numbered years we get Spa, even numbered years we get Spain.
Indeed.
Barcelona.
Indeed.
We can't call it
2030 for a fair few circuits. That is Sao Paulo, Shanghai, Abu Dhabi, Baku, and currently Jeddah.
Interesting that the quote-unquote flagship race of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which for many years they were like promoting as, oh, it's the best race because it's the season finale. Interesting that it's got such an early date on its expiration, so to speak.
Yeah, but sadly, the replacement we would all want for the season finale, that being Sao Paulo, has the same date.
Yeah.
Just watch Abu Dhabi get an extension. Summer break.
A 50-year extension. We'll be racing at Abu Dhabi until 2077.
And then starting to get into danger zone territory almost. 2029 is Suzuka. 2028 is Singapore, Mexico, and Portimao. And then, as we mentioned, 2027 for Las Vegas. And this year for Zandvoort.
Yeah. I feel like Zandvoort is just like, we've done our time.
Yeah, Zandvoort, we went there. It didn't really work. They've called it a day. That's fine. I don't mind it.
You know what I also partly think it's down to?
What's that?
Cadillac.
Think
about how small Zandvoort's pit lane. And now we've added an 11th team.
Yeah.
I think Zandvoort went, shit's fucked. Let's not.
Didn't we say there's another team like looking at getting into it as well?
Uh-huh. So Zandvoort have gone, we can just squeeze an 11th team in because we'll just have to move the FIA's safety car and medical car garage around. 12 teams? No. Big no. We got no room for this. So I think that's...
They don't really have any room to extend the pit lane either.
Exactly. I'd say that's a big challenge for a lot of the newer circuits. Because the last time we had 11 teams was a decade ago. Think about how many of the circuits on the current calendar we were racing back then. It's not a lot. It would be interesting, to see how they'd cope with it. There would also be a little bit of like rumor news of Seoul slash South Korea are looking at making a bid to come back to Formula One. With rumors of a bid being put in for 2029 as a start date. So at least, they're giving themselves some time to prepare. It would be a street circuit.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
but
against it
the
just because the
last
track that we went to, it was all right, wasn't it?
yeah, the last South Korean one that we went to was sort of like half and half.
Mm.
So
Speaking of half and half, do you know what my timeline has been filled with on YouTube recently?
is it
People-
Vietnam?
Yes!
Yeah, let's go.
People talking about the Vietnamese Grand Prix.
That is the other. We'll take you up back and shoot you if you mentioned this of the
Yeah.
FIA ref. It's like, come on, what happened? We're going to Vietnam. No, we're not.
COVID.
COVID and the person who pushed for it in Vietnam got arrested on corruption charges.
So the circuit's there.
Why would F1 care
It is-
about that?
It's still there.
Yeah, just go.
No. That would be bad in these current regulations. I'm glad we never made it to Vietnam.
Did you imagine that long straight?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hang on, I want to get a track map up so I can just see just how bad it would be. Vietnam.
It was something like
It was-
1.5 kilometers.
It's because because it was a long straight into a really like mushroom tip hairpin
Yeah.
into an even longer straight.
And I remember playing Sector 3 on the game and just wanting to kill myself.
Oh, just the left, right,
Like,
left.
the only
right.
place the Vietnam Grand Prix exists is on F1 2020.
And may it stay
That's
there.
why it's the greatest F1 game of all time.
Maybe we'll blow the dust off that one and have a cheeky go. In the summer break, F1 2020 Vietnam Grand Prix, 100% length.
Oh, my
We're
God.
racing the whole fucking thing.
Well, yeah, but I remember the last time we tried to race on the F1 games, and most of us didn't make it past lap 1.
We'll turn the damage
Yeah,
off.
that's because of you, Chris.
Yeah, we didn't make it past
Um,
lap 1 because I got reset
Yeah.
on the formation lap for getting touched by somebody else. Chris.
Yeah, but the formation laps don't matter in the games.
Oh, I wanted a chance to get those extra 17 centimeters further forward. Thank you very much.
But yeah, that brings to an end of circuit chat. Next up on the news, we had a medical update coming from Formula 3. If you think back to our Australian Grand Prix episode, we talk about a rather large crash that brought an end to the sprint race early. The damage was was it the sprint race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely
damage
didn't finish the
Barriers
sprint.
was so severe that they did not restart the race. Louis Sharp actually broke his back in that crash.
3 vertebrae.
Yeah. So we wish him well. The
Yeah, we kind of missed
He
the
is-
update where they announced that
Yeah.
he's broken his back. But we've seen the recent update where he's announced that yes, he had broken his back, but with thanks to partly the large gap between rounds, he's pretty much ready to go. He's returned to full training in the last week.
yeah.
So you know what? That's incredible. To go from
much.
a broken back to be ready to race hoping to be ready to race and looking likely to be ready to race in the next round of the championship. Pretty damn fucking good.
So yeah, wish him well to that one and welcome back. What else do we have? that's just an empty tab. Yes, Red Bull had a filming day recently. Can't tell what circuit that's at, but it tested the Macarena wing. Obviously from Ferrari's preseason testing that we've not really seen in action yet.
They took it to China, did they not? They did it in free practice.
I thought they
China.
didn't run it in the race.
No.
Did they not run it in practice and then go?
I think they ran it in practice and then didn't for the rest of it. So I think the problem is the change in the distribution of downforce in the vehicle, along with the sort of the duration of the rotation and the forces that accompany that. I think it's when the driver slams on the brake, because it spins out, it sort of throws off the car. We saw Lewis with his spin, and I think that's what they're trying to figure out. Because it's no good having it. It's all well and good going an absolute bomb down the straights with this upside down wing, but if the second you step on the brakes, you lose the back end of the car, it's no good to anyone. So either the driver would have to activate it manually before braking, or you need to just figure out what's going on so that it doesn't slip the back end of the car out from you.
So yeah, we'll see if Red Bull run that anymore. On to Miami, but first we'll talk about Junior Formula, because Formula 2 have added an extra round to this year's championship. Well, I say an extra round. They have replaced the round, and they'll be joining us in Miami. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Really much else to say?
No, I think it's the first time that they're going to the North American continent. I think.
I don't think so. Formula 3's definitely been there before, because they raced at Kota one year, I'm sure. Or were supposed to.
Oh, have you seen Colton Herta? But I can't remember if we mentioned that or not. It's quite old news.
Talk about it anyway.
Colton Herta is doing 4 FP1 sessions for Cadillac. They haven't actually announced which ones, but he's going to be their guy. Which makes absolute sense because he's American and they're American.
America!
So, naturally. Yeah, I can't find this piece of news about going to... Oh, here we go. Miami and Montreal.
Oh, 2 extra rounds.
To host 2 championship rounds. Well, because they were supposed to go to Bahrain and Saudi, weren't Formula 2, weren't they?
True.
So,
I didn't realise that Montreal was new to it as well.
Yeah, here we go. The first time the championship will race in North America. You might be thinking of... F3 may have gone to Kota, but I don't think F2 have. And if quote-unquote F2 have, it may have been in the GP2 days.
Perhaps, yeah.
But it's the first time the FIA Formula 2 championship will be on North American soil. I don't think the same can be said about Formula 3.
I'm checking that at the moment.
Their calendar does not have it. Their next round is Monaco.
Yeah, they've not added any more rounds.
So, which is a shame.
GP2 never went to USA either.
Oh, there we go. So it is a proper first. It's a shame that their first venture into North America is going to be Miami. But hey, at least their second venture is Canada, which is halfway decent.
I don't think Formula 3's done it either.
Oh my god, has he lied to us?
In which case, the only support series that visited North America so far is W Series and F1 Academy.
It's only the women that have made it over.
In fact, yeah, because I remember when Formula 3 announced, was it a flyaway round last year? And we were like, oh my god, they're
branching
going
out
a distance for the first time ever.
Well, it's like a couple of years ago when they first announced that they're going to Australia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So It's a challenge for the smaller championships, obviously. So obviously they receive like backing and funding from like the FIA and Formula One because that's who they're supporting. So like logistically, it doesn't make sense to force everybody to suddenly pay more because they've decided to go to all of these tropical places compared to a series like GB4, where it's like a circuit of the UK. Pick one and drive to it. The most you're paying is the diesel.
To be fair,
that's quite a lot now.
That's quite a lot these days.
It's coming down. It's coming. It's still quite high, but it's come down.
Sure? Diesel at my local petrol station's in like 183.
That's cute.
That's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
What the?
Whoa, how much
the
is
other
it
day
for
it was
you?
197.
Oh, bargain. The cheapest I've seen.
You've not cleared the 200, have you?
Yeah. God. The cheapest I've seen is currently 188.9, but the one that I have to use for work is 200.9, and that's come down from 203.9.
I am so glad I have purchased an electric vehicle.
He's not got an engine. Why isn't he a Formula E reporter? Funny thing is, he sort of is because we get the emails.
Yeah. But when it costs you how much to fill the tank?
I filled it up right when the news was kicking off. So that was ages ago. I think I put £77 in to do from fuel light on to full.
Is that for the work van then?
No, that was for my car.
Oh, for your own car.
And that was at the cheapest I could find at the time, which was cheaper than it currently.
It would have been a few weeks into it, but I'm petrol. So it's
okay.
It's normally like 50-60 quid.
Would you like to know how much my last charge cost to go from slightly more than that, but to go from 35% to 85?
£7.
£8.50.
Oh, that was close. No, one of the guys at work has a little electric car, so he's been telling me about it. So.
He's made a wise choice.
Yeah, it's times like this where you think, fucking hell. But it's
but then also, Rich,
I'm renting.
We could drive up
where
to
am
Chris
I going to park and plug my car in?
We could drive to Chris's house and just not stop for fuel whatsoever, and it'd be sat at a station.
He'd have to sit and wait, and he has to pay for those as well, and that's more expensive.
Yeah,
because that's motorway services.
That is the downside, is having the
range.
To wait for charge.
Yeah. So
what car is it?
It's an MG4 Urban. I'm driving a lovely Chinese number.
I'm just going to look at the urban version. Hang on. It's ugly. Chris,
it's not the most aesthetic.
Chris, that is hideous.
Most electric cars are ugly.
I'm looking at all of them.
They're all the same color.
It either comes in a sort of light bluish, or a darker bluish, or a weird lilac-ish.
Oh, mine's is a green.
A green.
Yeah.
Like proper green?
LV look.
No, it's like it looks green in the sun, but if you look at it in the clouds, it looks sort of blue.
Right.
Yeah, I
think I know what one you're on about.
That looks green.
It's ugly, Chris.
Yeah, but it only costs £8.50 to charge.
Yeah, Ben, what do you drive?
From the front I drive a 2019 Ford Fiesta ST.
Oh, of course he does. Get him to the Nürburgring.
It's better than my old car. I used to drive a French car.
Oh God, you had a Renault?
Yeah.
And then
Renault
it broke
Clio.
down.
It didn't actually.
What did you had a what did you want a Clio?
Yeah, a Renault Clio RS line.
Yeah.
RS Lime.
Yeah, they call it
RS
the
line.
line.
Yeah.
Oh, line, not lime.
2022.
You know what? That's still a better looking car than your current one.
That's not difficult, is it?
Yeah, what do you drive?
Yeah, the Hyundai.
2012 Hyundai i30. No, it's not the N line. My car was built.
The first ever one.
My car was built before the N line existed. It recently passed 111,101 miles. 111 miles, sorry.
We're all really excited for the Miami Grand Prix.
yeah, doing absolutely everything in our power to not talk about it. And mine is grey, by the way. But...
Do you know when there was the guy on TikTok and he like vamped up a Volkswagen Fox to a Volkswagen Fox GTI? Would you do that to your Hyundai and make it Hyundai N 2012?
There's a lot I want to do to that car. There's a lot I just haven't. For example, in terms of how stingy I am with like how much I haven't done to the car, the driver's side speaker in the door has blown, and I still haven't replaced it, and it's been over a year. How do I compensate for this? I turn up the other one a bit louder so I can hear it. So the two in the back work, and the passenger side front one works. So I've got 3 out of 4. It's just the one closest to me is the one that has died. So, yeah, fun and games. Right, should we actually do Miami? And I should probably get the spreadsheet open.
News from Miami. Free practice has been extended to 90 minutes.
Oh God!
What have we done to deserve this?
They got a test shit though.
Yeah, that's because of the regulation tweaks that we covered last week, and they basically need to see if they work. Okay, that's enough talk about
What happens
Miami.
if they
Predictions
don't work?
Well, then
they don't work, and they're like, "Oh shit."
They put them back to the way they were. I don't actually know. But yeah, predictions. Miami is unfortunately a sprint weekend.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Ben, sprint poll, please.
Right, sorry, I've just sent Sonia the text because it's been so out of practice that I forgot to text Sonia.
I didn't even realise it's sprint. I'd say Antonelli for the sprint poll.
Rich?
Stunning. I'm also going to go for Antonelli. I think that's a good shout.
I'm going to go... I'll change it up. I'll go George Russell.
Cool.
Sprint winner, please, Ben.
I'm going to say George Russell.
Oof.
Rich?
I'm sticking to my guns. Kimi.
I'm going to go Kimi to win it.
Oh, okay.
And pole position, please, Rich.
Kimi.
Ben?
George Russell.
I'll go George Russell as well. Podium, please, Ben.
I'll say Russell, Antonelli, Leclerc.
I'm going to go Russell, Antonelli, Norris.
I'm going to go Antonelli, Russell, Piastri.
Ooh. Bold prediction, please, Ben.
I don't know if it's allowed, but can I say no Ferrari leading into turn 1?
Yes,
Okay.
because haven't they done that at every race?
I think the only one Japan wasn't Piastri leading.
Yeah, that's only because
True.
the Ferrari got blocked.
Say
Ferrari
do
got body
sprint
checked.
and race. Do sprint
What?
and race. That's
Hello, Domo
So I feel-
Origato, Mr. Roboto. Are you getting this too, Chris?
Yeah, I didn't hear a word of what Ben said there.
Okay, I got some of it. I think he said do sprint and Grand Prix.
yeah.
Okay.
Rich, yours please.
I'm gonna go rogue, and I'm not gonna do something that's innately race or even driver related. I'm gonna do something broadcast based. Sky Sports UK to do at least one segment from on a boat in the fake harbour.
Is that bold though? Have they not done that every year?
I thought they weren't on the boat. I thought they were just in the fake harbour.
Okay. We'll allow it.
They have to be on.
We won't do the
boat.
research on it.
No. This also means I have to watch all of the preamble and postamble bullshit. So I've just given myself a lot of homework for one point.
You're going to need to potentially watch Will I Am.
Oh, can I change?
I've only typed out off as Will I Am things.
I've only typed out half of it.
No, it's been said. You're committed. I'll go with no safety cars in either race.
Sprint's not a race. It's sprint. Get F1.
Lap down showdown, please, Rich.
Oh God, how many laps are there?
Too many.
Yeah.
There
57.
Yes.
So 57 laps of the Miami Autodrome, and it's going to be Sergio Perez on lap 39. Finish one lap down.
I'm going to go Lance Stroll on lap 30. DNF. Ben?
I feel like I might be sounding like a robot.
No, that's better.
Nope.
The picture's a bit choppy, but the audio's all right.
All right, okay. I'll say Lance Stroll on lap 27 and one lap down.
And with that only leaves...
I'm Sergio Perez, and I drive for Cadillac F1 team.
The Perez position predictor.
I didn't even...
He's on a delay.
It was so delayed. It's only just come through.
Yeah, Perez position protector. We need 4 positions from each of you this week. For me, sprint qualifying 20th, sprint race 20th, qualifying 21st, race 19th.
I'm going to do sprint quali 22nd, sprint 20th, qualifying 21st, and the race 17th.
Is that because everyone behind DNFs? Yeah.
Or does Alonso and retires the car and re-enters the car, but is still too far behind.
Yeah. Ben?
You get the...
I'll say sprint quali 21st, Sprint race 19th. Qualifying 20th. In the race, DNF.
Mm.
Nice.
Do you want to go extra bold and say which DNF position he takes up? We'll give you an extra point if you get it.
22nd.
Okay, so we're first to DNF. Cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we've talked about Miami enough. So that brings to an end this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast. Join us next week where we review the Miami Grand Prix before we go into another break.
Hooray.
This is horrendous. Next week we'll talk about something, no doubt. I'm sure there'll be news.
The 2017 Monaco Grand Prix.
How the turntables.
Yeah.
But until then, thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week. Ta-ra for now.